Yo tengo la ropa limpia, ayer tarde la lavé. Ayer tarde la lavé.
So I'm here with our OneRising Artist of the Month, Coco. How are you doing?
I'm great, baby. How are you?
I'm so well. I love our story because I first met you at a random cafe in Miami.
Yeah.
You were performing and I couldn't even see you at the time, but I heard your voice and I was like, who's this girl? I need to meet her. I need to interview her.
It was my first show here in Miami.
The one that I saw you at.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I actually do remember you saying that, but now that's so crazy to put that together. Let's kind of go back to the beginning. Like, how long have you been kind of hustling in the industry? Because I know you've been working on your music career for what probably feels like forever.
It does. I've been like around music my whole life, pretty much. My dad is a musician and I was always involved in music, in piano lessons, singing lessons. So I was in a music academy since I was pretty much 6 years old.
That's crazy that your family is in music. So it's kind of always just been like you always known you wanted to do music. It was always like destined for you kind of thing.
So I knew that music was the way, but I didn't know how to do it because I didn't have any connections anywhere where I was going. But then I met my producer, which is Martin Chan, which is now my manager as well and one of my best friends. I love him to death. And then he met me and he was like, listen, I think you're dope. We should like make this album. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it was just like, I met him the second day I started making music here. It was like super fast. He's like, I'm gonna help you out. And it felt right, you know, when you know, you know.
Totally.
A lot of my music is coming out of my journal, you know, and my morning thoughts and like nighttime thoughts, which is, I think it's even more powerful.
You're also such a talented guitar player. When was the first time you picked up a guitar?
Well, actually, I was, I think it was 15.
Wow.
My dad got me a guitar and it was my 15th birthday. It was there for like 2 years, just like dusting, like.
Yeah.
So at the end, I picked it up myself. And with YouTube, I started like learning and I got obsessed. Obsessed. I want to leave my room.
Carajita, tú tienes la llama, tú eres la ama, ahora créelo. En la calle tú eres una dama, pero en secreto te gusta el dembow.
You talked about how you write everything down in a journal. How does sort of like your creative process work?
Some days I will go on the journal and I'm like, oh wow, like this is really good. When I'm like, oh, this is like fire. So I want to grab the guitar and like make it work, you know?
Well, you have such a cool vibe to your music too. It's like this like neo soul, R&B, pop, trap. You kind of mix a lot of that. Where does that come from?
I like to blend everything together. I don't know how, like it's just, yeah. So I grew up also like in rock and roll. My dad is a musician and he's just like from the 70s and the 80s. So it's weird. It's just like a big like blend of, you know, how I perceive music and I receive, you know, my inspiration from.
And you just signed with Warner Music Latina.
Yes, we're about to launch our first music video and song very soon. So the name of the song is called Ducati.
Okay.
It's a song about speed, and I was born. My dad was a national like moto like racer.
Okay. Gosh, your dad sounds like a really interesting person.
Oh my god, yeah, he's the man. So I wanted to write a track about, you know, that moment of my life that I was so in love with it. So it's a very simple track. It's not nothing like, it's a fun track and it's a fun video. It's interesting.
Are you riding a motorbike in the video?
I am riding it, but I'm in the back.
Okay, still.
So there is someone riding it, but you know, it was real. It was real. We recorded like we were riding for real. So
I want to talk about your song "Side Bitch," one of my favorites. I think it's the song that won me over.
Lo siento, pero no seré tu side bitch. Nunca seré tan basic como that bitch. No me vengas con esos trucos viejos.
Talk about sort of the inspiration behind it.
It's about not being a side bitch. It's about like understanding your worth.
Yeah.
Because it was at the time that I was writing my EP. Super upset when I wrote it. I was seeing this guy, and
it's always about a guy.
It's always about a guy. And then he was seeing one of my friends without telling me.
That friend though. She's not in your life anymore, is she?
Yeah, no, she's not. And I went to the studio and I found out that she was seeing him after like literally the same days. Like I was seeing him, like I would go home and he would like see her, and I was like, what? So I told my producer, I'm like so upset, like I can't believe I was such an idiot, like how, whatever. We wrote this track and it was purely from like anger.
And I feel like you're sitting on a lot of music right now. What can you tell us about the music that you're working on?
I've been writing about my depression, like my therapy. I've been seeing a therapist lately.
Good job,
so
it's
been interesting, right? It's been interesting. It's a whole different like side of the journey that I just left on the side because I was feeling better. I feel better. I feel good right now. But you know, there's some days that you're just not feeling it.
So relatable.
And I'm just focusing on like letting that out. Focusing in the message that to be like, it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to have addictions. It's okay. It's fine to feel the way you feel, but you're gonna, you know, go through it, and then
the best is yet to come. Like you're gonna get over it.
Yes.
But then you know you're still gonna have days that might be a setback, kind of thing.
Yes. So the full album is gonna come out next year, but I'll be releasing music when I start, which is gonna be in a couple of months. Okay. I won't stop releasing music until the album is out.
Okay. It's such a cool time right now for Latin music, and I love that Billboard recognized you as an emerging artist. That had to feel pretty good.
It feels amazing. Thank you so much.
Who are some other female Latin artists that you'd love to work with, or that maybe inspire you right now at this time in your career?
Well, I love Kali Uchis. I know she's in between the American and the Spanish or Latin world.
What's something about you that you want people to know as you kind of enter this chapter of your music career? I'm
doing it because I really want to connect with a lot of people in the sense of what I was telling you, you know, mental issues, and like really inspire people to be open about these things that people are scared to talk about. Okay, so if we had to manifest right now where you want to be in 1 year, like what's on that bucket list for you? I want to be traveling the world and playing every little single concert or whatever venue or, you know, festival. That's always been my dream. And then, you know, making people feel good and making people like dance and like love each other and, you know, cry or whatever it is. That's all I want. Amazing. And also like be working with, you know, amazing artists. Well, you just said it. You spoke into the universe, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Happening. I feel it. It already happened. It already happened. I always said that. It already happened. It already when happened. I'm like manifesting. Yeah, you just understand that it already happened. Yes, I believe it. Yeah. I so believe it. And I so believe in you.